Hey everyone, what I thought I would do is put some of the best comments together and just make one video. So if you have not made a comment on this channel, put it down right below. Questions are awesome, so if you have any questions about sports or sports cards, put it down in the comments. But let's get into the video. Here are the best clips of the viewer comments for you. This comment is from Philly Joe, and I want to say this. Philly Joe is an OG subscriber. That's right, he's been with me since the beginning, so I appreciate Philly Joe. And I also want to say this to everybody in the sports hobby as well as sports in general. Fans should respect fans. Philly Joe is from Philly. I'm from New York. We do not like the same teams. In fact, I hate the Flyers, the Phillies, and the Eagles. He hates the Rangers, the Mets, and the New York Yankees. He hates them. But we respect each other. He's a fan of Philly. I'm a fan of New York. I hate his teams, but I respect Philly Joe. That's what you guys need to start doing. Respect the fan, hate the team. Respect the fan, hate the team. All right, let's see what Philly Joe has to say. All right, this was awesome. So Philly Joe, I'm not a jerk. I take BIN, that's buy it now, and BO, best offer. The jerks are the buyers and their ridiculous delusional offers, always priced to sell. Thanks. Philly Joe, the buyers are the buyers. You know, you don't need to take their offer. You don't need to take their offer. Just say, no thank you, and walk away. No thank you, and walk away. Like I said, I always like to start with one of the critical ones, and this one is definitely critical, Johnny J, but it was done very respectfully, so that's why I really like this comment. So here we go. This is what he said. Just wondering where you got your information from that sports cards, presumably across the market, are 40% overvalued. Not saying you're right or wrong, albeit it certainly sounds hard to believe on face value, but could you please cite your source for this figure? So here's the piece that I want everyone to understand. Johnny J, I don't know why it's hard to believe. Like, that might be your problem. Your mindset is, no, cards are worth so much money. That's your problem, is your perception of reality is not based on reality. You have this mindset like, no, cards are worth so much money. The truth is they're not. If you just do your own basic research, go to eBay and look at sold prices, not prices for what people are selling, because that's my point, they're overpriced. Go for what they're selling for, and you will see whatever card you want. Now, yes, if you want to just pick one card, you're not going to find, like, you got to pick a whole bunch of cards. You got to do like what's called an audit. An audit is 10%. So you got to go and pick 15 cards. So take 15 cards and look at what they're selling for and what you thought they were worth. And I promise you, they're less than what you thought. Around 30 to 40% less than what you thought. That's it. That's all that you need to know. So pick whatever cards you want. Again, make a list, do 10 to 15 cards, then look at eBay, and you will find the same thing that I have found. They're all selling for much less than you thought they were going for. The market is moving in a down direction. That's not me, that's just telling you the facts. So cite my source, just go to 130 Point, go to eBay, go to anywhere you want to find your card prices based on sold prices, and you will see they're down 30 to 40%. That's what you need to understand. And the trend is down. The trend for the next 6 months is down, and the economy is also going to crater out because unemployment is ticking up. So as employment goes up, that means people have less money to spend, and it doesn't matter how many eyeballs are on the hobby. If people have less money, they have less money to spend on your cards. You just need to be aware of that. So patience, again, long term, 10 years, 15 years. Yeah, if as the market comes back down, which it's going to do, and you buy the cards, then yeah, 10, 15 years from now, if you buy it at the lower price, not today, then yes, you will probably get some appreciation back over a 10, 15-year time horizon. But if you bought cars during a pandemic, you're never going to see that money again. Those cars will never be worth that price. Never, ever, ever. You will be dead before those prices come back. So that's my point. And even the demographics don't even play into that. The millennials are the biggest generation in the United States. So unless millennials decide they want to pour all their money into sports cars, which is never going to happen, then there's no more bubble to this hobby. It's sustainable. It will retain value. There's no reason to panic. But if you want to get some value back, you should sell right now because the trend is going down. All right, let's get to the second comment. This is from ACD. Now, he gave a comment last week, so this is the second comment from him. Those Drake's cards are pretty neat. Yeah, those Drake's cards are pretty neat. Let's get to the next comment. This is from Time Served Phil. All right, I love that name. I love that name, and the comment's pretty good too. So here we go. Time Served Phil said, "This is sound advice. It is buyer's market right now and getting better. If you are a buyer, scoop up the goats and cards that are always in demand and strike when the iron is hot in a few years. The prices are high, but send offers. They know they can't get top dollar. This is where the patience come in." First of all, patience is spelt wrong. Sorry. It's the educator in me. You got to have a C in there. It's not patience with a T because that means it's a person who goes to a doctor. All right. Anyway, sorry. I was the educator in me. I appreciate Time Served Phil. It was a great comment. Yes, it is a buyer's market. Unfortunately, your comment about send an offer in on eBay and people will take it. No, they won't. They won't. And we even saw that in the first comment where you understood the mindset that people have is cards are worth this. And you can't fight people's mindset. I know that that's the trouble. That's what people, when they watch my channel, that's actually the issue, is that I'm giving you truth, I'm giving you reality, and people's mindset's going, no, but that's not what I think. And that's the issue, is what you think doesn't matter. It's what's real. Like what you think is wrong, sorry, you're not based in reality. Now, you can have whatever mindset you want. You can literally believe that cards are the most valuable thing in the world. That's fine. If you own cards, that's great. But the minute you try to sell them, that's when you're going to hit reality. And that's when you're going to be like, why doesn't anybody want to pay for the cards that I have? I literally bought this card, okay? I literally bought this card just 2 weeks ago. And again, I overpaid for it. And that's my point, is that this is a card that I want. And if you want a card, then, and sometimes, I mean, this is out of 25. So this is number 4 out of 25. So there's only 25 of these cards. You know, you got to do what you got to do. Like, if you want it, you got to pay for it. What is it worth? I paid more than what it's worth. But you have a choice to make. Do you want it or you don't want it? Now, I didn't overpay like crazy amount. It's not a $100 card. It's a $20 card, and I paid more than $20. But I need you all to understand that that's the piece. You have to make those decisions. What do I want to pay? What's it worth? And what am I willing to pay? It's worth 20 and I paid more than 20. There you go. But you got to make that calculation. And so what I want everyone to understand, so Time Served, I want you to understand that if you pay for cards right now, this card will probably be worth, in 20 years, it'll probably be worth $20 as well. It's not going to be worth more. So I paid more for it today, and I also paid more for it in the future. But the point is, I'm going to have it for the next 10 years. I'm going to have the card. I'm going to own it. So when I want to sell it, I'm going to be able to get $20 for it. I'm going to lose money because I'm only going to get 20, even though I paid more for it. That's what I want everybody to understand, is you have to understand the market. You have to understand prices. You have to understand value. Now, if it's worth 20, I may not be able to get 20, because I may only be able to get 18 or 15, because if it's worth 20, people are not going to pay up. Although, again, because this is a number out of 25, because of the rarity of it, again, it's manufactured rarity, I understand that. But that means only 25 of them, so I might be able to get my 20 back. That's it. That's really the key for modern stuff, is you're paying a premium that's not worth a premium. And I'm going to go into, in later episodes, I'm going to go into the premium that you should actually pay. And I may do a poll on it. What premium do you think you should pay? So always check out the community poll. There's always going to be something there. So anyway, let's get to the next comment. So this is from David Champagne. What a name, right? I mean, what a name. David Champagne. I love the name. All right, here we go. It's the comment. It says, really like the video. And this was on the Caitlin Clark one. So I appreciate it, David Champagne. Hopefully you also agree with the fact that Caitlin Clark is really changing. I have never, ever, ever in my entire life considered going to a WNBA game, but guess what? I would go see Caitlin Clark play. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I'm here every Friday. It's EDI Sports Show. Have a great weekend.
There's only one show, one show. There's only one show I wanna watch. EDI Sports Show every Friday, every Friday, every Friday. From interviews and car news to the sports behind the scenes, only one show covers the deeds. EDI Sports Show. There's only one show, one show.